For the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, Nigeria has been having challenges that are beckoning and waiting for answers and solutions. That is why we are bringing to you our program, State of the Nation. And this is going to come up on our flagship program this morning on ITV. I am hereby inviting you to join me, Bola Bakare, your host, on State of the Nation, so that we can hasten the motions that brings national development. It's going to be a regular basis on Tuesdays. Make it a date with me. I'll be there waiting for you, and then we shall discuss Nigeria on an holistic level.
Welcome once again to your lofty program, State of the Nation, where we hasten the motions for national development. And when it comes to national development, you're part of it too. Because we all have to be in it together to make sure it works. Little wonder I'm here in the station with my co-anchor, Charity Tanko. And my dear sister, what are we going to talk about today? Because we need to inform Nigerians and disseminate good information.
Good morning, Nigerians, and good morning, Bola. This morning we are going to be talking about a lot of things. We are looking at this fuel removal, the first subsidy removal, and also 2023 general elections is just around the corner. In a few months, Nigerians will be going to the polls to elect for themselves leaders, both from the states, national level, and presidency. So we're going to be looking at electioneering campaign.
That's it.
Issue-based campaign.
That's
this
it.
What is practiced in Nigeria?
That's it.
And are we going to see something different in 2023?
Yeah, we pray for something different. Life is work in progress, so we pray for something better than what we have as we speak.
Okay, you're hopeful.
But on that note, what you just said now is something that Nigerians are beginning to get bothered about. The idea that if subsidy is removed, the fuel price will become 462.
Exactly.
It sounds like doomsday. It sounds like doomsday.
It is doomsday.
Wait, no. It must be a big joke, because if that comes to fore, we're in deep trouble.
Of course.
As we speak, Nigerians are finding it hard to live. If you turn the fuel price to 462,
how much will an average man pay for transportation from one point to another?
Everybody, it becomes a domino effect.
Exactly.
Your landlord will make his rent times 10.
And when you go to the market,
go buy food with 10,000 naira, you will hardly be able to come back with a small nylon bag.
Goods and services. But the point here, Bakare, is that Nigerians over the years, people have been talking that this subsidy thing has never been real, because people, I remember there were times in the House of Representatives where these issues were brought up, and they would say that those who actually enjoy the subsidy are very few people, that it is not for the benefit of the entire Nigerians. That, for example, those from the South-South and the South-East, South-South, they argue that even in their state, they buy the fuel with a different price.
That's right. It's a little bit higher than the
higher than it is in the Federal Capital Territory. So for this, they say the removal will not be an issue. But looking at what is happening now,
462 will be an issue. That one is
huge.
That money is huge.
Looking at what is happening now, because I cannot imagine if a driver goes to buy fuel 462 per liter, and you're buying like 10 liters, or you're
filling up your tank.
You're filling up your
with
tank.
30,000.
Exactly, and you're now coming out to begin to carry passengers. How much are we looking at? Already at the price of 165, 75, 95, there you hardly get what they call a loan for 15 naira anymore. There used to be for 15 naira. Now you hardly get for 15 naira or 100 naira. It's from 150 to 200. So if it comes to 462 naira, only God knows how much these people are going to
it's going to be a terrible situation. But I still feel I believe, I'm a positive thinker. So I believe in that factor of some people, some thinkers will sit down and make sure this does not come to pass. You know what beats me? For the past, I can say this categorically, for the past 20 years, we have 4 refineries in Nigeria. Exactly. We are paying people who are there working They are retiring for not doing anything. They are employing more people to come and do nothing. We are putting turnaround maintenance in dollars there. Nothing is happening. And Labour Congress is there. Not doing anything to go and tell their own people, hey,
It's don't make me laugh.
it's high time we work for our money. Let us make sure we produce these things in our own country so that we can have it ourselves. We have 4 refineries. Can you believe that? 4.
Exactly. And do not forget that successive governments have come up to promise Nigerians that if we come in power, if you elect us, we are going to make the refineries work. What happened to those promises?
Where do we shift the blame this time around? I know it's the problem of the government.
You know where the blame is.
I know. Because the thing is, I know it's the problem of the government. But I am particular about one thing.
This is not on Nigerians anymore.
There is an element of technicality when it comes to production of...
what kind of technicality is
the
it
technicality
that
behoves on those that are working in those refineries. Every year, they've been taking TAMs, turn around maintenance funds, in dollars.
Exactly.
It's high time we indict these people. That's the only place I can categorically say in Nigeria we are paying people for doing nothing.
And another thing is that no heads we've not seen any heads roll.
No heads have rolled.
For anything, we've not seen any heads roll. And this administration would come to an end by 2023.
Yeah,
another administration would come. But the thing is that I remember the last time the GMD NNPC, Mele Kyari, was before members of the House of Representatives. He told them that the Port Harcourt refinery and I think Kaduna refinery will
partially come on stream in
by 2023.
We put a lot of money, billions of dollars into it.
So we're not even looking at this year. You're looking at first quarter of 2023. That is another promise Nigerians are going to hold on to and be hopeful that it comes to pass.
I'm sure it will come to pass, because if we don't think good about ourselves, nothing good is going to happen to us.
Now Nigerians are survivors.
That we are survivors, and I am praying this 462 does not come to bear, because there is no way. I can say it again. There is no way anyone can bear that. She just laid a very elementary brass tack for us by saying a trip in a cab for maybe 50 naira is no longer existent.
It's no longer
non-existent. It has now become 150 or 200. For God's sake, for somebody that earns 30,000 a month and doesn't live, let's use Abuja as a critical example, that doesn't live in Abuja city center, that lives maybe 20 kilometers away, and he earns 30,000 a month. For God's sake, that 30,000 will not be enough to bring him to the office and back.
Bakare, where will you even find anyone earning 30,000 naira living within the city center?
My sister, there are people that do not have jobs in
Abuja.
Yeah. There are people.
They squat.
There are people that make do with 10,000 naira a month,
and they still live.
They are still existing, because Nigerians were very hopeful people. We are very resilient. We still believe that if today is this bad, tomorrow is going to be a better day.
Another point is that majority of workers in the FCT, the bulk of workers from FCT come from satellite towns.
Yeah, they live suburban.
We're talking about Kuje, we're talking about the airport road, we're talking about the...
Mbappe also carries a large population.
We are talking about Malabar. They all troop in there. So how much are these people going to be paying? And some of them, and like I say, as low as 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira, 30,000 naira.
Yes.
Because even at 100,000 naira, I don't see anyone being able to cope with this.
No, it's a difficult one. But like I said earlier, that okay, we're just going to give our people tidbits about petroleum subsidy, and then a little bit about elections that are coming on. But the thing is, we need to be alive to see 2023. We need to be alive to even handle your PVC and say you want to go and vote. So it's a dicey situation on our hands. But at the same time, we can still talk about it. That,
exactly,
okay,
of course.
We need to get ready for 2023.
Just maybe by talking about it every day, somebody somewhere is going to seriously
effect a change for us.
Let's not do this. Well, on this note, we're going to wrap up this segment as Okani Victor comes up for the TMI Social. Please don't